Hello, everyone. I'm Alison Kent of the Home Kitchen, an online support hub for the home cook for everything from recipes to entertaining tips, online shopping. Just my face probably looks weird while I'm typing. And of course, for kitchens. And today we're talking with Miriam Aroeste, who is a world famous Mexican-born Canadian thriving, world famous artist, a contemporary abstract art. Hi, Miriam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. What about you? Can you?
Okay. There might be a little bit of a lag, but that's fine. We will
Okay,
go
I'm
with it.
gonna try to stay still instead of moving too much.
I don't think I've
Okay.
ever seen you sit still.
Okay, that's a good point. All right, I'm sitting here and hopefully it's better.
And we can see the beautiful art behind you, so it's already fabulous.
Thank you.
Ah. Well, I have been privileged to know you for years, but not even just as an artist. You are like one of my cooking mentors.
Thank you.
I've been so privileged to learn some authentic, amazing dishes from you too. So our relationship has many levels. Why don't you spend a moment telling everybody about your artwork and how your culture and all your things kind of inform your artwork?
Okay, I think that art in any form and painting, it's another way of keeping a diary. It's always biographical. No matter what we do, it always speaks about ourselves, our journey, our traditions, the things we've seen, our rituals, etc., etc. So art is one of those things that speaks about who we are in relationship to the world, nature, spirituality, and many other realms. Yeah.
I love it. And your culture too has had a big influence with because you're just such a vibrant person, and that clearly comes through in a lot of your artwork as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was born in Mexico City, and I've been here for 30 years. But as they say, you can take the girl out of Mexico, but you cannot take the Mexico out of the girl.
Well, and
So,
thank goodness
anyways.
for that.
No, yeah. So I think I want to think the work that I do is non-representational, is abstract. So I want to think that in many ways is universal. But I think the colors I use, they totally speak to, yeah, my own culture, my own origins, not being afraid of color. And yeah, I like being bold, like the painting behind. And I know color may scare some people, but it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Well, thank goodness it doesn't scare you. And the color, I think, actually does, like, it translates to everything, to the home furnishings, to the artwork, to the food of Mexico, which you've been teaching me a number of dishes as well.
Yes.
How many have
Yes.
we done now? Three or four? Three at least.
Yeah, at least
Tortilla
three.
soup. You
Yeah.
taught me the tortilla soup, and I will never forget. I will never lose the technique of always dry roasting my vegetables before I
Yes.
put them in things. That was like revolutionary for me.
Oh, the flavor is totally different.
Totally
Yes.
different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to talk to you about my Cinco de Mayo dish. Oh my goodness. Because
Oh,
there's a bit of you
I
in it
would love
with
to
that
hear everything.
dry roasting. And then you taught me chiles rellenos. And I have made that many times since. It's so delicious. Although my peppers always really split, but I mean, it's a skill. You got to keep practicing.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
We
And
did
what about pozole? We did pozole.
pozole. That was the one I forgot about. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And it was
Oh, and mole con pollo. So now it's
and the
four.
mole. Yep.
Yes.
So four so far.
Yes, so far four. Yeah.
I love it. I love how you just know these dishes so well, and when you're cooking them, it's not like, well, other than mole, because we weren't going to spend 6 days making 120
Whatever ingredients.
ingredient. Yeah, no, we were going to do that. But in general, when you're
Mhm.
teaching me a dish, like you're teaching it so authentically and as such a part of your culture, and I really appreciate that because it's not like
Thank
just
you.
having it here, but I'm sure it's also not like having it in Mexico City. One day.
Well, yeah, one day, as I promise, I have to totally take you there on a cultural and gastronomic and everything else
Ah,
tour. It's quite a fascinating city, as a matter of fact.
I'm free that day.
Yeah,
So
and
we're also
that's
talking really
what.
closely to Cinco de Mayo. And I know a lot of
Mhm.
people don't even know what that is
Oh, I would
properly.
love to explain. Yeah. Well, a lot of people think that Cinco de Mayo is the Mexican Independence Day, but I should tell you that that's not it. Mexican Independence Day is September 16th, and that happened. Oh, what am I touching? Sorry. And that happened in 1810. We were independent from the Spaniards. And Cinco de Mayo, oh, okay, I'm not going to touch it. Cinco de Mayo, we celebrate Batalla de Puebla, which is the Puebla battle. And that was a battle we had against the French. And the Mexican army won that battle, and that's why it's celebrated. The interesting fact is that in Mexico, we don't really celebrate Cinco de Mayo. We do celebrate in a very big way Independence Day in September 16th. And I don't know if I
Right.
mentioned that I was born on September 16th.
Oh,
Did you know that?
no.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think I knew that actually. I think even if I were actually Mexican, I would probably still want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo because that's like my two favorite cultures sitting in one spot at the same time between the Mexican
Yes.
food and the French food. And that's like such a happy place to me.
Oh, and
So
I
apparently
so look
I was
forward.
actually
Yeah.
reading up on it. I was reading up that a lot of the food turned into kind of a combination of authentic Mexican ingredients, but cooked with a lot of French technique.
Yeah.
And so with
Yeah.
that, I took our tortilla soup that we made before, and I turned it into a bisque, a French bisque.
Oh
It
my.
was
I'd love to hear about it.
good. So it's my turn to cook for you, my new Cinco de Mayo kind of dish. It was good. And then instead of a baguette, I crumbled down some hard tortilla chip, mixed in with like a bit of flour, a bit of spices, and I breaded slices of avocado to look like baguettes. And
Oh,
so that
wow.
went in the soup, but it was supposed to look kind of French, but also Mexican. And then a couple prawns on top. But I started with my roasted vegetables like Miriam taught me.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I was gonna say something. Oh, just before we started, I sent you a jalapeno margarita recipe, a video, so you can
Yum.
share later on with people. And I think that would be a very interesting beverage for Cinco de Mayo.
Mm, on the plate, jalapeno. You know I love a good classic margarita.
Yeah, no, me
What is
too. But the
actually
jalapeno has a kick.
are margaritas actually popular for Mexicans, or is it an American thing? Oh, I might have lost you. You're coming in and out. I'm gonna guess everybody loves them. I mean, what's not to love? There was one in Palm Springs that was
All
jalapeno and
right.
grapefruit. Are you coming back?
Oh, nice. Nice. Yes, yes. I'm back.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I was just researching, and I also found a blackberry jalapeno margarita, and I said, "Oh my God, that looks interesting." Very refreshing for
That
some.
to me is like a mix of Mexico and Canada because the blackberries are so wild all over here too.
They're
That's a nice
very,
twist on it. A little bit of mint in there. Ooh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. In between mojito and margarita.
Well, Mexico is a very cuisine-oriented culture. I love it.
Yes, it
I love
is.
it.
Yes,
Every
it,
time I go down, every time I even just drive down California, I could eat Mexican food 3 meals a day. I love it that much. So good. I'm looking forward to our trip one day though, when I get like special tour guide Miriam through the art galleries and the restaurants in Mexico City. Your
oh, and
art
everything else.
is
Oh, the
actually all over the world,
markets.
right?
What is that?
Yeah, the markets. Yeah, markets too. Your art is actually all over the world. I call you world famous, but you really are. And you are in galleries in Mexico City, are you not?
Yes, I am. In Mexico City, in Puerto Vallarta, in Whistler, in a few other places. Yes.
Nice. And your studio is here in Vancouver, where you do most of your work from.
Yes. Yes. I have a studio in East Vancouver at 1000 Parker Street. And that's where I work, and that's where clients come and see my work or talk to me about their projects. And I call it my playground, my sanctuary. I absolutely love this place. Alison, you've been here many times, and it's a happy place overall. Has brought so many people together, and so many smiles, and so many sharing in this space. So it's a very, very sacred space in many ways, and happy. It's beautiful. The vibe is beautiful. The art is great. So yeah, come by anytime. All
Well,
of you.
I will be because we are taking our art and food vibe one step further because we are going to attempt for you to do a piece for my kitchen, and we are all crossing our fingers that it will work out because I
I
think it
think I
disappeared
think
again, but we're
good
going to try hard
for.
to make this piece work out because I've actually never seen it done before, and so we're hoping. So I'm going to be dropping off something to you on Thursday, and then I'll be crossing my fingers.
Yeah, and it's a surprise, and that's something you can reveal later when it's done.
When it's done. But it's another way of pulling those themes of like culture and food and art and everything all together in my sanctuary, which is the kitchen.
I love your sanctuary. I love it, and you're like a goddess in your sanctuary.
I I miss, like as you do too, right? We used to have lots of
Of
girls'
course,
nights with wines in your art studio, and you're surrounded by beautiful things and you're celebrating friendship. And I do that in my kitchen, or I used to, and I'm really excited to hopefully do it again soon. And then I will be cooking my tor- I'm I don't know what to call it now. We're gonna have to think of a name offline here. Aztec bisque or something.
oh, I
We'll
like
come up with a nice name, and
that.
I will cook it for you.
I would love that. That sounds so interesting.
It was delicious. It was delicious. It took a little bit of kind of going back and forth between trying to make sure the ingredients still worked and could work into the French techniques and everything. And it's probably been done before. I mean, there's not much new under the sun, but I hadn't looked it up specifically, so I don't know. Definitely has my own twist on it in there somewhere, and it was pretty good. It was the family all unanimously voted it as their new favorite.
Oh, wow. Lucky family.
What is your actual favorite dish from Mexico to cook or eat?
Well, I love chile rellenos, and there's some work to prepare them the right way. But okay, I love chile rellenos, but there is a specific chile, and I can send you the recipe. This is very hard to make, so I just eat it in the restaurants, and that's my absolute favorite. And it's called chiles en nogada. So maybe it
Oh,
has French influence because it's a chile relleno, but the sauce It's totally made out of it's a nut, but you have to peel every single nut. That's why. And you know, it's a creamy sauce that is absolutely delicious. And then you garnish with granada, with um, pomegranate. No, yeah,
Oh,
pomegranate. The little thingies. So it's
yeah.
only in season when the pomegranate is in season. So
Oh,
every time I go to Mexico, there's no way I leave Mexico without eating chiles en nogada. And I will also send you some videos so you can see. Oh, they're absolutely amazing.
well, I will attempt to make that with you one day. I'm sure we can do
Oh,
it.
if somebody,
I'm sure we can do it. Yeah, if somebody peels all the nuts, that'll probably be me.
it, you know, the little film around the hazelnuts and everything, and walnuts. I mean, walnuts, no hazelnuts. Yeah, but
There
it's
must be a way to blanch them or something. I'll look it up.
yeah. Okay, let's figure it out. That's a nice challenge.
We'll figure it out. We can do it. Well, I'm excited to talk about your artwork. Do you have a new series coming up or that you've started? And it's similar kind of. It's an extension of the one that we're doing in the kitchens. Do you have it nearby or do you have any of
Um,
those new ones you've been doing?
I have a couple in here. I wasn't prepared because I didn't know that
Sometimes I surprise you.
yeah, I know. So oh, so this is, oh, it's hard to see them. This is one of them.
No, I can see it. Oh,
And I think I have another one here that people has absolutely loved as well. But it's very hard to see it,
stunning.
I think. Yeah.
People can go to your
I'm
website. I
working on a
just wasn't sure if
few.
that's in there.
Yes, and I think the best thing is in Instagram, because that's where I post almost daily. So you know, I post all my new work in there,
Yeah.
and I think it's a great source. But of course, I have a website, and you can also see my work in there, miriamaroeste.com. Ole. And or my Instagram account.
Miriam Aroeste dot art is your
Yes,
Instagram, right? Yeah. Because you
that's
also have a
correct.
photography one, and sometimes I'm trying to text you and I have to make sure I have the right
Oh, okay.
one. And
That's
your photography is actually also stunning, by the way. You're always going for amazing walks out in the woods and the forests around your house, and you take the most beautiful photos. Like you just have such an eye for it.
Thank you so much. And thank you for mentioning that, because that has been a very, very crucial and important part for me since last year. I started walking 10 kilometers every day, and I still do. And not only I'm going around my house, I live in North Vancouver, that has so many possibilities. But besides the North Shore, that it's absolutely gorgeous, I've been going everywhere, everywhere in the lower mainland, beyond, and I just decide to find the most beautiful places and walk there. And that has kept me sane, and at the same time has been my inspiration for my new work and everything. It gives me peace and purpose, and I feel way better. And you know, every time I do it every day, that I say, okay, I did it again, it feels absolutely great. So I wanted to share that because it's very important. And while I do these walks, I do all the things I love. Usually, I listen to music. And by the way, I have the most incredible playlist I've been doing, and I have to share some with you.
Yep.
And
It'll be our new dinner party music.
oh yeah, yeah. And so I listen to music. I take photographs. I'm a photographer as well, and so the subject matter for my photography in the last year has been nature mostly, because I've been spending a lot of time everywhere. And thank you for saying that. I absolutely enjoy and love photography, And I may photograph the same place like 100 times because I go back, but it's always different. It's always a different light. There's
Yeah.
always different about it. It's the moment, the feeling, and we don't have every minute in our life is so different and filled by very different emotions, right?
Yes.
And yeah, and I know you're a very sensitive person, Alison, and that's why we connect. And I know you understand exactly what I'm saying. And you're a woman of purpose.
I understand exactly what you're saying, and all that nature is coming back into your studio, and all that time to contemplate it, and all that's coming back and feeding your artistic soul for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. And I always say that I don't paint what I see, I paint what I feel. So that's why my work is abstract. So I see all these absolutely beautiful places, but then they go through me, through emotion, and I
Yeah.
just paint what I feel. And I
I
couldn't,
love it.
yeah. I couldn't be happier, and I feel incredibly privileged to be able to do in life what I absolutely love. So I'm very, very grateful. Don't take it for granted. It's beautiful. I recommend for everybody to pour your love in whatever it is that you absolutely love.
I love it. I feel so lucky to know you. Your energy is just so infectious. Like I suddenly feel like just going out and taking over the world. I think I
Thank you
shall.
for saying
Just gonna go take it over. Well, thank you
yes.
so much. I love every chance to chat with you. I will be seeing you my husband will be seeing you briefly this week when he drops off something special for us to work on for
Nice,
the kitchen. We are
nice.
absolutely going to cook together again soon, and I can't wait to make you my Cinco de Mayo Bisque because it's
I
delicious.
would love to try that. Thank you so much.
And we're going to
Yes.
work on your new chiles rellenos with it's a hazelnut, did you say? Cream?
Chiles en nogada. I will send you a link so
Okay.
you can see what it is. It's pure deliciousness.
I can't wait.
Mm,
And for anybody watching, you can find Miriam on miriamaroeste.art on Instagram.
thank you.
And your miriamaroeste.com. Is that your website.com?
Yeah, that's my website. And this is my studio. Everyone is welcome. As you see, it's a big space and nobody's here, so you can come and have a private visit and just see what I do. Chat with me. Say hello. I'd love to hear from you. And
Maybe have a sip of wine. As one does.
Alison, thank you so much for everything you're doing and for the person you are.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing this kind of Cinco de Mayo weekend with me. And I love learning more. I love trying to understand better about the culture. And I love cooking with you. And I love going through artwork with you. And one day I may even just go for a walk, but I never leave my house. One day we'll go for a walk in your neighborhood. And in the meantime, I definitely encourage everybody to go look through your artwork on Instagram because it's a stunning feed. It's also beautiful. Absolutely love it. And I can't wait to see you soon.
Me too. And thank you. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye now.